Hey folks, welcome back. Okay, it's back to the Battle Sharks game in Oceania, Shadow Empire. Right, where were we? It's been a couple of days since I played this one. Oh yeah, all right. So one of my more astute viewers noticed that Landing Union here had kind of pinched this. I think he thought that it was actually Kuvan's, but it's who've taken this. He said you should fight these first, but I don't know. Like I don't mind. I actually don't mind the idea of someone being trading. I thought that he'd taken this, but he's not. This is like taken by these Landing Union. I can take that back. I don't. If he took that metal, then that would be, you know, I would go to war with him definitely over that, because that's a big problem. But what I'm going to do, just before we end this turn, let's see if we can get. No, that's too big. These can get to mountains, I think. They can get to low mountains. So what we'll do is we'll try and get some troops this way. Yeah, we should be able to get up here. Yeah, motorized can get through here. So what we'll do is we'll get some. I will actually get a dirt road up here. What's going on? Dirt road. No connection to the SHQ found. Why? Okay, that's really strange. A bug, because that's definitely there, right? It's very weird. Okay. Yeah, I think 400 industrial points is probably a bit much. Yeah, we're building this port, making 100 a turn. What else are we building here? Is that it? I think it is. Yeah, we probably want to grab this back. I think we better grab it back before these guys get it, and those guys can build roads a little bit easier than us. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's get these guys here strap moved up there as well. Ah, okay, I see what's happening. That's why there's no connection to the SHQ. Yeah, it was because it's interesting how you can get round it if you draw the line from before. That's kind of interesting. I've not seen that before. Kind of weird. Alright, all we want to be doing... Actually, we do want to be just sending pull points out here, so that's okay. We just want to be getting these guys so that they can go and sit on this light thermal here. This light thermal place. Alright, I think that's about it for the turn. Now... I'm just looking at my... Oh, by the way, on the request of one of my viewers, I assume he's Turkish, that I called this Yakunja, and this is not how it's spelt, but in Turkish, but I don't have the characters on my computer to be able to do this, so I think that's how you say it. If that's not right, please let me know. But I think it means raider, and yeah, that was a request. I don't normally do requests, but if people ask me for stuff, I might change things, providing it doesn't bug me. Like if it's something that you're asking it to be changed to something really silly that I just don't like thematically, then I'll probably say no. But if it's, you know, it's kind of cool, then I'll do it. Yeah, I think we're about done. So yeah, I kind of want to trade with these guys. I will go to war. I mean, they are cold with us, so they might well go to war, in which case I don't mind attacking them. But I don't think they're going to be much threat for me, to be honest. Let's roll the turn on. Okay, this is interesting. It looks like we've been invaded. So we gained wealthy friends and martial tournaments. That's good. I'm going to have a look at the profile in a minute. We've discovered hydroponics, which might be useful. And we've got some cards. Recruit military commercial gift. Interesting. Spend 300 credits to organise the privatisation of a state enterprise gift to leader. So let's just see what happened. We've got some of these guys. Oh, it's Cortez again. They're attacking us still. Okay, that's fine. Let's think about how we can deal with this. We probably want to just kind of push them. Because they push them into the sea. No, I don't want to do that. Let's get those guys around here. Now these buggies these are the heavy buggies. Yeah, the Akunja 2. So I don't want to use these two. I don't want to move these too much because, as Trifler quite rightly pointed out, one of my long-term viewers, these are kind of expensive to use. He got annoyed with me about this because he said, "You always do this and you always put heavy diesel engines on." It's because I don't like them to have underpowered engines. That's the main reason. And the last time I did it, like, it just seemed to cost almost as much fuel. But I don't know if that was just because of a bad engine model. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm going to bring these guys let's get these infantry here just holding, and then we're going to try to get some of this brigade round to deal with them. There's a fair chance we can just defeat them on the first run. We could send the Akundra in first. These guys have got good recon, and also, I mean, we could send them all in together. The problem is we do get the penalty, the concentric attack penalty for attacking with multiple OHQs. That said, it might be wise just so that we soak up some more hits. Yeah. We got it, so they surrendered straight away. So that was kind of, that felt quite trivial to deal with. We'll just move the first heavy buggy battalion back up here. Yeah, I think that's cool. Just got to make sure they don't, like, what we don't want them to do is, let's just move these guys here. I think we don't want them to land on our border. The thing is, we've already discovered that they will push you back if you do that. Okay, let's get these guys going in this way, and I'm going to try and get another. What else? What were we building again? My memory is so short. We were building a port level 2, weren't we? 2 turns left. Okay. And it needs 110 industrial points per turn. So we can't get this up here. I'm worried if Elisaria here move in and take this metal, I'm going to be annoyed with them. But I really like, it's just, how do I get, it's really hard to get this through. Now industrial, like, we don't have enough metal to go for Industry 2 yet. Is it Industry 2? Yeah, Industry 2. It's a little bit early for that. So, I mean, it's not early as in game terms. I should have had Industry 2 up by now, really. It just depends on the map, really. Like, some get, like, if you're playing on a map that's kind of friendly, you can get Industry 2 up really quickly. You know, but getting it up on some of the more difficult maps like this, where you're kind of constrained, it's not always that easy. Another comment that I had was somebody was saying that they think I should be trying to play the Maritime Trading House shares game. The problem is that I've got here, I just don't have the money. Like, I have not got the money to do that. And, you know, if one comes up, I'll have a look. But okay, these guys want to buy industrial points. Heimdall-Brine. I don't think I can afford to do that. At the same time, I do need to make them like me. Now, Heimdall-Brine aren't going to get us any closer to... Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, they might be able to get us onto this island here. But it's here that I want to get onto. I need to stop these attacks. So, yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to say no to that one. Also, I think we need to go into government now. We've gone really high. We've gone really high into commerce. Now, getting corporations gives you a private economy boost of 80%. That is, but I won't be able to keep that if I go into government. And I think that, like, I'd also quite like enforcement too. So yeah, I mean, kind of going into enforcement now might be an idea. But you know, we're gonna have to drop commerce down quite heavily. So we have actually just gained wealthy friends, which gives us a 100% commerce bonus. That's going to help the money wise. Let's just have a look what we've. Yeah, we're losing 115 per turn. That's not too bad. Another comment that I had was, why don't you sell more stuff to make money? And it's like, what? This is the problem is that I don't have very many ruins. Look. So I haven't got very much in the way of scavenging points left. So I am going to run out of rares relatively quickly. Now, rares are pretty important. Because I made this... but I stepped on a landmine here, look. And I haven't got, you know, solar energy or power plant. And I'm going to be struggling to discover these. I'm just going to remind myself, actually, of where I was with regards to sorting that out. Yeah, I am actually sorting it out. Yeah, we discovered hydroponics. I think how many do we need to go through now? Okay, we're nearly there, look. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're rolling a D7 now every time we get a discovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 7. Solar energy is what I want. I don't mind selling a few rare metals, but selling a lot is out of the question. Can I afford to sell? Yeah. Maybe I might just wait a little bit for the price to go up. Let's just have a look at the price index. This is something I don't do often, by the way, and this is kind of helpful. Where are we? Regime statistics. Capital price index. Here we are. So rares is this orange one. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. I think that's rares. Yeah. I really wish Vic would change this so that you can zoom in on it. You know, I'd like this graph to be more dynamic so I can zoom in on it and get more in focus. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but during that big game I had, like, it was just useless. The graph didn't really tell me a lot because there was just so many zones. I think if some work was done on this, I think it would be more useful. As it is, I don't really use it a whole lot. However, this is kind of, you know, ain't too bad. So rares is creeping up. It's taken like 10 turns though to go. It is creeping up though, and that's kind of interesting. This is really interesting. I need to look at this more. Look, the price of metals is going up. I wonder if the AI is kind of burning through its metal reserves and now it's needing more, because there isn't, I don't think there's going to be a lot of metal on this planet, actually. I think metal's going to be in high demand, which means I think we probably should get this dirt road up here. Let's try and get these. Let's try and get hold of this as fast as we can. And if we do have to go to war with Oceania, then let's do it. Because it looks to me, I don't know, unless I'm not reading that graph right. But look, the prices are going up, and oh no, that's high tech. I'm looking at the wrong one. Here's metal. Sorry, folks, I'm being dumb. That's actually high tech. It's the dark red. So the price of metal is obviously someone dumped a load there over those turns. This is really cool. You know what? I never really thought about looking at this, but this kind of gives you an idea of what people are doing in the game. Now, I don't know if I can't remember if I actually sold metals there, and that might be part of the reason why that's showing. 298 rare metals, and then yeah, I might wait another turn. I want these traders to up the price. If I can get to like 6 or 7 credits for them, then I might do it. And we're not desperate for the credits yet. So if we wait a little bit longer, okay. Yeah, the rest of it looks okay. Again, these turns are going to be going by relatively quickly. I do want to get this metal. I think that's going to be the. We might want to get. We might want to get an infantry unit doing this. Let's get these guys up. And let's just get the, just remove this traffic light here. So we've got a little bit of logistics. Yeah, it won't come through till next turn. What's going on in halfway? We're building a barracks here, so we're not going to, that's going to be timing out because we had to put this road up. I think it's important that we get this road. Okay, maritime ship in difficulty. This is Heimdall Brine. Should we help them out? Let's have a look at our profile. Okay, I'm balancing this one. That's nice. Going into heart isn't going to hurt. I wouldn't mind getting fist. We might want to go into fist, but I don't want to drop my relationship with these guys anymore. Let's just say yes. Okay. Militia requires your attention. 7 political points to increase the militia. Yeah, I think this is just a good. This is a good use of our points. Merchant society pass motion. That bureaucratic assets increase from 6 to 7. Can we do that? Don't know. We've got bureaucratic office 3. Just remind myself of our civilization level. Okay, civil level's gone up. We are a level 3 city though, so we'd have to upgrade our city. I think we can do that. Let's have a look at our word score. Word score is truthful. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I suppose if we fail, it's not going to be the end of the world. Let's do this, so we don't lose any relationship. Now, Staff Council, Secret Service Council, Foreign Affairs Council, and Air Force Research Council. I don't have the political points to do this at the moment. My bureaucratic points is going up though. So, but I think until we've discovered the power text, the critical power text, look, we're actually going backwards in energy. And by the way, somebody said that don't worry about your energy, like, you know, you can run low and it's not the end of the world. I don't agree. I really do not agree. I think running out of energy is really, really bad. You can't survive on it. You basically have to do things like dropping down your quality of life. So yeah, I mean, look, we're already minus 104 energy. I might even, like, we've got a metal mine up, look. When did that one go up in Cleft? Did that go up this turn? Oh, we got no logistical points. What's happening there? Oh, it's because we were cut off from logistics, that's why. Okay, because we got cut off that turn. These guys, those dudes jumped onto our supply line. Yeah, let's just get these out. I'll get these down here. I don't want them to do that again. That's really annoying. So, okay, let's. I think we're going to roll the turn, and we can't get another organisation. So, let's see what horrors await us this turn. So, elections have been held, and the old majority, the Merchant Society, won the elections with 62% of the vote. We're in a full-blown decade of revolution. This is, yeah, we've got another 10 turns of this. We discovered a new tech, a rocket engine. Awesome. Okay. That's the Military Research Council found that. That's interesting. We've also completed development of the main tank, which is going to be a medium tank. We've discovered hospital. Okay. I don't need hospital, so try again. Patriotic Collection, Silver Retirement, State Gift Trade, and Zoo Project. We got a load of those Zoo Project cards. I think we've maxed out our zoos though. Let's just have a quick look at our factions. Here's an interesting thing, right? Okay, so we got 3 factions. We got the Merchant Society, who like mind, meritocracy, and commerce. They are happy with us. Yeah, they because we are going into mind, meritocracy, and commerce. They like us, and they're the biggest faction as well. Then we've got the Humanist Front, who like enforcement, heart, and meritocracy. So they're also relatively easy to keep happy. Then we've got the Elite Circle, which is commerce, meritocracy, and mind. Now, all of these guys, right, keeping them happy will make them give you cards, and the higher you go into the profiles, the better cards you get, okay? So that's one thing that's worth bearing in mind. Now, I don't know if this will show you this in the Stratagem Encyclopedia. Faction, yeah, so factions will give you certain cards. So yeah, here you go. Look, it will tell you what cards you get at certain levels. So for example, you can get a card through Breakthrough now. You can just make an inspiration to... Sorry, sometimes it does not require time, but inspiration to make a new tech discovery. So Scientific Religion, mine's at 80. So yes, some of these I've never seen because they're deep into some of the trees that are harder to get. Like for example, anything that's high meritocracy is probably going to... I probably haven't seen very much of, because meritocracy was traditionally very, very difficult to keep high. And you'll notice there's not that many... Like, there doesn't seem to be any cards high in meritocracy, actually. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'd like to look through some of these. I wish you could click on them and see the cards. That's a feature request I might ask for. Just say, hey, in the stratagem card, can I actually just click on it and see the card? That would be great. All right. So yeah, I wanted to have a look at those guys. I wanted to see what... Where are we? Humanist Front news. Okay, so the Humanist Front created... Oh no, their enforcement profile has raised up. So that's kind of interesting. Nitro Fernland adapted to Humanist Front. Okay, so he's moved into the Humanist Front now, and now he wants enforcement. So this is where your leaders can kind of start going in different ways. My advisor's kind of not liking what we're doing. Okay, this guy is the leader of the Elite Circle, and his meritocracy profile's now gone up, and his mind level's gone up. Okay, so they're starting to adapt to what the faction likes. I want to start paying more attention to this. Now, your organization's factions donated the following cards. So we got a Zoo Project. I'm not going to go through this too much now. I might look at this in my spare time, but I'm kind of interested to see which cards are doing which job. Okay, we need to get these guys into light thermal. We've only got 200 points here. Yeah, we're going to need... Oh, still no connection. Why? Why? Okay, I think this might be a bug. I don't think this is a traffic light thing. I might have to log this one as a bug, because I can't see why that's telling me that there's no connection to the SHQ found. That's really weird, but yeah, okay, we need to get up into here. This is you know, getting this road up was going to be expensive. Let's have a look at our decisions. Meritocracy profile reaches at least 72. I don't know about that. I think that's hard to get. Like, this would be good. The administration rolls plus 40. That would be good for us. But I do think I need to get engaged politicians for this political bonus. So going into democracy would be a better bet for us now. Now this is the merchant society. Yeah, these are the ruling guys as well. We want to keep them happy. I'm going to say no though. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, they're not very... actually, that upset them. Okay, target for the Model Design Council. Yeah, this is kind of doesn't matter. This doesn't really matter at the moment. Have they got anything to discover? Yep, so they can discover flat gun, assault gun, heavy tank, bazooka. Yeah, let's just give them... I'm not bothered about this at the moment. Okay, decisions are all gone. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave these kind of as they are for the time being. Yeah, everything else looks alright. So let's get these tanks down a little bit more central, just in case we do end up needing them. Okay, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna roll the turn on, I think. Just have a quick look at the overview first. 145 credits. It's a bit rough. Did we make any progress on the barracks? Yes, we did. I might just put this barracks progress down to 50%. We don't really need that at the moment. We are going backwards in energy, so... Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to figure out which are our most energy expensive buildings and start scaling them back. This is the crisis that we're going through. Now, I'm making discoveries pretty quick because I've put a lot of bureaucratic points into the Economic Council. We might even be wasting some, but I'm willing to risk it, actually, because... yeah, we've got the hospital. So yeah, they actually use 113 fresh bureaucratic points, and we actually assigned 120. Yeah, let's just leave it as it is. I really need to get those techs up. I think what we might have to do is pretty soon we're gonna have to shut down some of our quality of life buildings, unfortunately, because I need the bureaucratic office. That's expensive, but we can't understaff that. We could even drop metal. I don't know. We've got to figure something to do, because power is a real problem. Okay, we're still in this decade of revolution. We've discovered personal armor optimization. Porky Brenner is retired. He is old though. He looks kind of young. He looks like a young lumberjack, but actually he's 77 years old or something, so that's a shame. Militia lost their influence through the militia chief in your cabinet. Okay. I've not seen that one before. Your organisation factions generated 2 stratagems, so we got demand auction and war games. Aphrodite C has started an auction. This is one that doesn't like us, if I remember right, so... They're also really greedy. So the base price of I bet the auction is just going to be ridiculous. Yeah, look, I haven't got a hope. I can't even afford the base price that they're asking. They're asking for 850. I don't have that, so... Maritime Trading House is offering to buy industrial points in Port Royal. I can't do it. I just cannot... Oh, God, look, we've got these guys. Yeah, I can't do it. It's just... Alright, these guys have not got enough action points to move in. We've got full action points as well. I think it looks like we need... yeah, we can't get in here. High mountains, grassy, that's why. So yeah, we're going to need these troops getting in to get to light thermal here. Right. Who are these? I think these are just... Looks like they're just monsters. You know, these sea creatures. Yeah. Get back, Uniballs. Okay. Spread some of these guys out down this line, so we've got our road defended. Yep, okay. Right, next turn I should be able to get this light thermal, providing if I might just get this dirt road up here, because... Oh man, look at this power. 109, 105. And we didn't research anything from the Economic Council this turn. This is what I mean, guys, about how this can start to cause a death spiral if you're not careful, because you can't basically afford to keep anything going. We might have to drop our production on our... How much are we over? We're over by 100. So we need industrial points. That's pretty important. I think it's going to have to be the bureaucratic office. If we set the bureaucratic office to 50%, the metal mine we'll have to put to 50%. Industry we might drop. High command we might have to drop down. Oh god, this is painful, isn't it? This is what I mean. Do not step on this landmine. Do not step on this landmine, because if you do, if this was a multiplayer game, this would be like game over, basically, pretty much. If you're playing against a competent player. Maritime Trading House is offering to buy industrial points. This is Aphrodite C. I don't know how useful these guys are going to be to me. They're really greedy. They're pro-piracy. I don't really see why I should be helping those guys. I'd really want somebody to take them out. I'd be much more into having Heimdall Brine, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna... I mean, getting the money would be useful. Kind of want to go into... I guess I'll do it, but it's... I guess I'll do it. Heimdall Brine just want to buy it as well. They are off. The thing is, they're offering a lot of credits, so I can't really say no. Now the auction is what, 850. Someone else has got a share in that. I'm pretty sure that even if I put my, if I put a decent bid in, I'm not going to get this. Let's put in 1,000. If I can get it for 1,000, then then I'll do it. But Charismatic Union Chief in Port Royal. I don't like this guy. Can we get him killed? He wants the workers' pay raise. I can't afford it. No. Let's just get rid of him. Success. Yeah. They think their chief had an accident while walking home in a drunk state, so... Elisario demands release of their spy. They're going to give us 7 political points. We can increase our relations with them. Yeah, I think... How are we doing in mind at the moment? We got 56. This is not going to take us into the level where we can get logical thought, but I think I'd rather have that, mind you. What was the option again? Joint struggle gives us people loyalty bonus. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because that means you can pay them less, basically. But it's going to increase commerce even further. I mean, I'll do that just because it was going to make people happy. And also because part of me kind of wants to go higher into commerce. Like, I can get private economy bonus 80% might be quite good. And there's population happiness bonus as well. One thing I will say is our population are happy, at least in Port Royal. They're pretty happy here in Halfway as well, although our workers are not. Yeah, they've got low quality of life, but we can't do anything about that because we don't have any power. So there you go. Yeah, we're in dire straits. Dire straits. Money for nothing. Yeah, rare metals are going up. Let's see if we can get this price to... Let's see if we can get this price to go up even more. Yeah, so the rare metals price is going up. We could buy, like, if you really wanted to manipulate this, you could buy them up, depending on how expensive they are. But they are, I mean, obviously, you're going to be, you are paying over the odds. So if you really don't want other people to have them and you want to make the price go even higher, you can just buy a load of rare metals and spend a load of money on it. And then, you know, you can push the price up even higher. I don't know how, like, I don't know. I'm not an economist, and my maths is kind of bad now, since I've not been at uni for a while and I just don't use it. But I don't know, and I don't know enough about, you know, the algorithms really in Shadow Empire, but I don't know whether investing 257 credits now would increase the price enough, you know? Like, I do wonder, I'm wondering whether that's something you could do. Like, could I spend 257 credits buying them over price, raise the prices up, and then dump them off, you know, later? Maybe. What you'd have to do, you'd have to test it. So you'd have to be like, right, I'm going to lose 257 credits here. And then see, I mean, how much could you get for these at the moment? You could get 1,606 for 263. So if you made it a nice round number, 200, what would I get for 100? Yeah. What would I get for 1 even, you know? But how many would I have to buy in order to, you know, for us to mitigate this cost is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, do the maths. I'd be interested to see, because you might find, right, if the algorithm's on your side, you could buy, you know, 257 credits worth for 28 rare metals, which is a horrible price. But because the price goes up so much, then a couple of turns later you can go wah, and then just dump, and you can make a whole bunch of money. And if you've got somebody with a good trading ability, like this guy, who isn't bad, he's actually working on his trade. I'm kind of tempted to try that. I'm going. You know what? If I wasn't playing on the stream, I'd save scum it. I'd just test it. I'd save scum it and just test it and see how that worked. It's by the way, dropping down the bureaucratic points in our regime is probably a really bad idea. And there's always there's always the chance that I forget about this as well. I think we're going to have to keep the bureaucratic office high. I think it's like we're going to have to drop the quality of life, I'm afraid, on all these buildings. We might even have to drop the metal production. Oh man, this is so painful having to do this. Shadow Empire, you kill me, man. But I think I've got to do it. I daren't do it on the high command. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it on these buildings here. Let's just see how that should affect it. I mean, we're going backwards 105. We've got 200, so yeah, I need to cut it down. I need to cut it down a bit. That's a lot though. Maybe I cut the high command a little bit. Okay, folks, I'm going to end the episode there anyway. Yeah, so thank you for staying with me through this trying time of energy crises. God, I hope this doesn't mirror real life. It's starting to feel like it, isn't it? Catch you in the next episode, guys. Take care.